Hi, I'm Josh Weiss, Director of Policy and Legislative Relations for the Washington State Association of Counties. Welcome to our video training on legislative advocacy. These videos are intended for county elected officials and their staff to more effectively advocate with legislators.
Before you arrive in Olympia, it's nice to get a general sense of where everything is located on campus, from parking to building locations. In our video of ledge.wa.gov, you can find instructions on how to locate maps on the website, including this one of the entire Capitol campus. When you arrive in Olympia, you should know that parking can be difficult near campus during the legislative session. For WSAC members and county staff, there is always free parking behind the Washington County's building, which is about a 15-minute walk from campus. There is also paid parking on campus, which fills up quickly. Street parking near campus is limited to 1 hour and is patrolled regularly by the City of Olympia. Once you have determined where to park, it's important to know what building you need to get to. The Legislative Building, or the building with the dome, is where the House and Senate chambers are located, as well as various member offices. Finding some legislators' offices inside the Legislative Building can be tricky.
If you have a meeting with a legislator who's on legislative leadership, there's a good chance their offices are going to be here in the chamber off of the wings. You can't go onto the wings without the legislator or their legislative assistant, so you'll need to pass a note to the legislative assistant letting them know that you're here. During the interim, if there's not a security guard here, you can make a phone call on this phone right here to the legislative assistant letting them know you're here. There are also legislative offices on the 4th floor of the legislative building for both House and Senate members behind the public gallery through here. Several House members have their offices on the 1st floor of the legislative building, down this hall and also down this hall to my left. In between, you'll find the legislative deli. On the 1st floor of the legislative building, you'll also find the Legislative Information Center, where you can get all sorts of helpful information about the legislature, including copies of bills.
Member offices can also be found in the Sherburg, O'Brien, and Newhouse buildings. Senate members and staff are housed in the Sherburg and Newhouse buildings. In the Sherburg building, you can find hearing rooms on the 1st floor, including Conference Room ABC, which is where LSC occasionally meets. Member offices are on the 2nd floor. Democratic caucus staff, nonpartisan fiscal staff, and a few member offices are on the 3rd floor, and nonpartisan policy staff are located on the 4th floor. In the Newhouse building, you can find Republican caucus staff in the basement and Republican member offices and a few staff offices on the 2nd floor. In the O'Brien building, you can find hearing rooms on the 1st floor, nonpartisan staff on the 2nd floor, House Democratic members on the 3rd floor, and House Republican members on the 4th floor. Another building of note is the Pritchard building. This houses a large cafeteria as well as the code revisor's office. In the basement of this building is where the Washington room is located, another location in which LSC occasionally meets.